Wait, I won! Are you kidding me? Hi friends, my name is Frankie Zito, and welcome back to Zito Like Burrito. Today, we're building a team for Mandy Mango from Season 18 of Drag Race, taking it to Pokemon Showdown to do some battles, and then afterwards, I'll be doing a breakdown and analysis of how the team did overall. I'm building a team for every queen from Season 18 of Drag Race, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the fun. So, Mandy was the second eliminated queen from Season 18, and y'all, let me just tell you, I am loving this season so far. I feel like it's been sort of hit and miss over the past few years. You know, I really loved Season 16, felt so-so about Season 17, but we are back, baby. And I'm just having a good time. So, with Mandy, the first Pokemon I've chosen for her team is Ribombee, who I chose based on Mandy's promo look, with the sculptural hair giving a sort of honeycomb vibe, and the fairy-like color palette and etherealness of the garment just matching overall. Next, we have Chansey, who is, of course, based on Mandy's Nurse Joy-inspired entrance look. Next, I've chosen Roserade, inspired by Mandy's Episode 1 Design Challenge look with the rose on her head being the main inspiration for me. Next up, we have Chandelure, and this one might be a little bit of a stretch, but I feel like Mandy's table look from Episode 2 would just fit the overall aesthetic of being under a purple chandelier like Chandelure. They honestly look like they would both be in the same corner of a castle somewhere. Next, we have Sawsbuck, who is based on Mandy's Episode 3 Animal Attraction Runway, where she came out as a deer. And lastly, I went with Cursola, inspired by one of the looks she showcased on Witchapacken, where the look had a Babayan script painted on it, which Mandy mentioned has basically been eradicated post-Spanish colonization, so I thought the ghost-type Cursola, as well as the sheer and see-through aspect, was a good fit here. Alright, with Mandy Mango's team locked and loaded, let's get to the fun. Now, I did 10 battles with this team on Pokemon Showdown, and we definitely had some wild moments. Here are some of the highlights. Game 1 starts off pretty slow with my opponent and I trading Stealth Rocks, but things take a turn when I leave my Roserade in versus a Zapdos. Do I think it has a flying move? I don't know. Let's just go for a Sludge Bomb. Oh. Yeah, okay. And it's at this point when I become self-aware enough to know that I am not playing all too well. Tapu Fini comes in. I get almost no damage off on it. Real rough, real rough. I don't... I play this one really poorly. Guys, I really needed like Roserade. Oh, I didn't even look at his team. With how much swapping my opponent is doing, I now decide that I just want to pump out some damage. That is good damage. I think I'm going to stay in. Look at that damage. Boom! Okay. Cursola gets a KO with Ice Beam. And it's tied at 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. From there, my opponent and I trade some KOs. Oh. We get knocked back. Cursola goes down to double Iron Bash. Chandelure gets a KO. This is great, this is great. Is he gonna... That's okay. Go ahead and taunt. Oh my gosh, Chansey gets a KO with Seismic Toss. Big damage. Big damage. Okay, that's okay. Ribombee goes down. Chandelure gets another KO. And I find myself in a last hit situation against Zapdos, but unfortunately, Chandelure is honestly going bananas. Oh no! Dang it! Chandelure goes down to a Thunderbolt. Wow, that was a very, very close Game 1. Very, very unfortunate that we lost. With our Game 1 loss, I go into Game 2 a little worried, but immediately suss out exactly what my opponent wants to start with. Okay, I see what he's doing. He's got his Ribombee as well. I'm gonna have to match it. It's gonna be a Sticky Web start here for both teams. I can already tell. And my opponent and I begin a game of Quiver Dance Chicken, but I come out on top. Silly goose. No! Okay, wait. Yes! And after my opponent makes a great swap into Blacephalon, I remember that my Chansey is incredibly tanky against special attacks. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh no, he's reading me! Ooh, okay. Chansey? Yes, honey. And when he gets a little greedy going for stat boosts on his Como, I capitalize. I'm gonna go into Rabombi. Am I? Oh, goodness. I think I still outspeed this, no? Rabombi! 2 KOs! The rest of the battle is fairly one-sided in my favor as both Roserade and Chansey land KOs, leading my opponent to forfeit. Now I'll go for a Sludge Bomb. Boom! Indeed. Oh, and that was a crit too. You're insane, Chansey. Oh my gosh. And we get a forfeit. We win, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3 starts off with a clutch Rabombi moment. Oh, we lived that? That is crazy. Oh my gosh. And Rabombi dodges. Oh my god. I would quit if I were my opponent. Right after that. Are you kidding? And not to be outdone, our Roserade comes in, tanks a hit, and retaliates. I think I have to go to Roserade here. Facade. Alright, a crit. And after trading a couple of KOs back and forth, I find myself in another 2v2 situation to close out the battle, but this time, things go in my favor. Alright, Chandelure with a KO. Ooh, okay. Ice Beam! Oh! Okay. Woo! Okay. We're just gonna go for an Energy Ball. I'm not even gonna risk it. I don't want to risk anything. And that should put me in a pretty good place to win the key. Okay, please survive, Chansey. No! Yes! Okay. Oh, and come on now. Incredible. Wow. Mandy's team, we're another W. That's 2 in a row, everyone. 2 wins in a row. For Game 4, I could explain what happened, but I figured it might just be easier to watch. Aegislash. This thing's a problem. This thing is a major problem. Swords Dance. Is it gonna Shadow Sneak? Oof, duh. No, Roserade goes down. Oof! Wait, he actually played me there. Yep, that's unfortunate. Oh. Man, okay. Okay, we lost that one pretty bad. But that's okay. Sometimes that happens. We're going again. Game 5, here we go. Game 5 starts off with me prioritizing speed control over the life of my Rabombi. I think it's worth just going for Sticky Web turn 1 here. That's fine. But unfortunately, my opponent has an answer to that with their Corviknight. Corviknight. It's gonna defog now. It's okay, I'm just gonna Thunder Wave. And while my opponent's Goodra is somewhat of a problem, my opponent starts to lose some ground against me. Goodra's gonna be a problem, I think. It's pretty tanky. Oh, okay. Okay. I get a freeze. It's going to Goodra. I dare you. I'm setting up spikes, baby. Defog. I don't care. That was a trick. I'm gonna Hidden Power again. Despite all this, my opponent ties up the game 3-3 and still has Goodra alive and well, which is a huge problem for me. At least until this happens. Goodra comes in. The Goodra is the main problem right now. The Gooj. I know you have Sap Sipper, you silly goose. I am not gonna hit you with a Grass type move. Sawsbuck gets a KO with Double Edge, and we get the win! It's that simple. Games 6 and 7 are both pretty short, and I win them with relative ease. I start off Game 6 in a fantastic position as I get 3 KOs right off the bat. Oof, big damn. Yes! Roserade with the HP Fire! I'm liking this team a lot. My nemesis, Goodra. Oh, come on! Stay asleep. No! That's okay. You go for that, bub. We get another KO with Rabombi. Swift Swim is a thing now, though. Gotta be careful of that. Kinda don't care. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. 54321. Just wrap it up, bud. There's no way you're winning. And while Rabombi does eventually go down, my team cleans up the rest of the battle without really breaking a sweat. And he misses. That's so embarrassing. Chansey is such a tank. Sawsbuck with a jump kick. KO. There we go. There we go. Meanwhile, for Game 7, I start the game with 2 Shadow Ball KOs with Chandelure before my opponent decides he's had enough. Golem. I break a sturdy if it has it. Bruh. Chandelure is cracked. Alright, Chandelure. Getting the cleanup kills. Oh. We get the KO, we get the forfeit. We take these every single day of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Things get tough in Game 8 as my opponent sets up good defenses early on. Aurora Veil is really annoying. I'm just gonna stand and Shadow Ball. Does nothing because Aurora Veil's up. And while I can heal up on Chansey, my opponent's Golden Go is still a serious threat. Yep. Guess what, bub? We're boiling our eggs. Softly. And from here, my opponent takes a convincing lead as my team gets whittled away by powerful blizzards. Oh no! Oh gosh! Uh-oh. Oh no! And while Chandelure tries its best to dig us out of this hole, we end up losing the game by 1 turn. Okay, Flamethrower. I just realized it's snow and not hail as like the weather effect. Now, the question is, do I go down to 1 Shadow Ball? Oh, I think I do. Yeah. Dang it. Right off the bat for Game 9, I know that a shell-smashing Minior is headed my way. Okay, that Minior is freaking me out. And I quickly lose Rabombi and Cursola after some bad luck. Yeah, because I can't stop it after this. Okay. I hope a Shadow Ball takes it out. Oh gosh. Are you joking? Oh my gosh. I cannot believe. Are we gonna lose this whole game because of that? We might. But we get some good luck of our own. That serves him right. I'm down half my team, but Minior is now paralyzed, so there's a sliver of hope that I can turn it around. Alright, can we still win? Down 3. Very unlikely, but we shall give it a shot. And while I'm caught way off guard by my opponent's Tauros, we once again get lucky. Fire Blast is wild! Guys, I can't beat this team. Oh! And by this point, all I can do is keep praying to the RNG gods. This guy is just going for cheese. You just go for damage, bud. Please miss nothing. Oh gosh. He is doing his darndest to lose this game. And it feels like my opponent is making all the wrong choices. That does a lot of damage still. Does Klefki get any recovery moves? I feel like it doesn't. My goodness, this guy. Really doing it to try to lose. And with just my Chandelure left against a Crobat and a Gallade, I think surely that this is the end. Well, I have to kill it with 1 Flamethrower. I cannot believe we're coming down to a final game again. Wait. Does he have Shadow Sneak? Wait, I won! Are you kidding me? I don't know. How did I win that? This guy did everything he could to lose. And we thank him for that. With that banger of a Game 9 in our rearview mirror, Game 10 starts off with a bold move by me. 2 Steel types is kind of scary. I'm still going for a Sludge Bomb. Alright! By this point in the game, I'm realizing how tough this matchup is for me. My gosh, this is really I need Heatran gone, and I need Coffer gone. He should swap to Coffer I don't know why he's not. Oh, and he has 2 ghost types, actually. I didn't even realize. And I finally start to break through his defenses, but not without some frustrations along the way. This is good. Please go down. Oh no! Are you kidding? That's okay, that's okay. The fun thing about this team versus my DD Fuego team is that all my moves are not inaccurate, as in they're accurate. So I'm never like hoping really that something actually lands. I have to stay in here. Please get the KO. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Okay, please just take it out. Yes, okay. And with Heatran down, I can start freely firing off flamethrowers on Chandelure, but the frustrations continue. I keep missing out on these KOs. It's not good. Not good at all. But at this point, I'm just too far ahead and eventually whittle my opponent down to win Game 10. I just need to go for damage at this point. See, everything keeps missing out on the KO, barely, and it's really annoying. Oh, Cursola gets a Shadow Ball KO. Oh my god. And we win, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, y'all. I definitely had a better time with Mandy's team this week than I did with DD's last week. Out of the 10 battles, I won 7 of them for a 70% win rate, and across all 10 games, we notched 44 KOs and only 37 deaths for a KO to death ratio of 1.19. Overall, nearly half of the deaths on Mandy's team came from physical attacks, versus 38% to special attacks and 14% to other things like poison damage or recoil. Surprisingly, there was no one single type of move that hurt our team the most, with flying moves, ghost moves, and other sources of damage like poison or recoil all tied for 14% of the team's total deaths. When we look at all the KOs that we dealt, 82% of them were special attacks, with the rest being physical. And similar to DD's team from last week, the same 27% of all of our KOs were fire-type attacks, thanks to flamethrowers from Chandelure and hidden power fires from Roserade. Next highest were ghost-type attacks like Shadow Ball coming from Chandelure and Cursola at 23%, and tied for third were fairy and fighting-type moves courtesy of Rabombi and Seismic Toss from Chansey. Now, with all of this in mind, I'm still going to crown a primary MVP based on total number of KOs, and that honor will go to Chandelure, who got 16 KOs or 36% of the team's total KOs. But I also want to give an honorary MVP to Chansey, who was a defensive beast across all 10 games. In second place, based on total number of KOs, we have Roserade with 18%. Tied for third, we have Rabombi and Cursola, both with 14% of the team's KOs. Chansey was next with 11%. And lastly, Sawsbuck didn't get a whole lot done across our 10 games, contributing only 10% of the team's total KOs. And that's the team. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Let me know down in the comments below if there's any other Pokemon that you would have put on Mandy's team, or if there's anything else you would like to see in these types of videos moving forward. Again, I'll be back next week with another video for a new queen from Season 18 of Drag Race, so make sure you stop by. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!